Okay, this is part two of Stones River on Legendary difficulty. So I'm moving a bunch of troops over to the left flank. I'm going to have to fall back against this guy who's just oversized, and I'm going to bring up some units on his flank. So I'm going to make some room for him. Um, yeah, I want him to move south, and then I'm going to hit him on his flank if he does move south. Also, I'm reinforcing the line. I'm moving artillery over, and we've started the river crossing. So I'm looking at the size of some of my units. They're smaller than I wanted them to be at this point, but the army's in pretty good shape. So yeah, he is moving forward. He's charging forward, and yeah, now my cav is on his flank. I'm going to dismount the cav so I do double damage, and he's not going to be able to take that very long. He's in the woods, so he'll take it for a while. But there's a 24-pound howitzer to the front. There's some more infantry coming in, and yeah. And one of the things I can't see is he has two oversized artillery units that are, chipping away at my forces, and that's of course no good at all. We don't want that. But his units, as soon as this guy on the left, my left, um, he's taken a lot of losses, and he's taking flanking fire from my dismounted cav. He's eventually going to rout, and when he does, I'm going to be able to take the edge of that wood line. So yeah, I issue orders to my guys. Okay, let's go. Let's go across the river. Clearly, I'm not going to get the rest of my troops, and if there's 15 minutes left in this phase, if at the end of the phase they come in, which they don't, they can catch up when they get there. But I'm really counting on having 9 infantry units. I want 6 infantry units to take this woods, and then I'd like to have 3 infantry units eventually to the north of that, where on the left, where they're crossing, just kind of set up a blocking force behind the Union objective, or the flag, the victory location to the left. So, yeah, his units are now broken. So we're going to go ahead and advance. And because this is legendary, he's going to recover in about a decimal second. Yeah, my guys knocked him out of there. There's a little unit of 300 something. Yeah, I just have a lot of artillery here, and my idea was to bring a lot of artillery in that position so that we could just blast away with artillery. And then when I move my position on this hilltop and in the center, I advance with these guys. Not within rifle range, but as close as I can without being in their range of their rifles. Let my artillery blast away for a couple hours and see what happens. Yeah, I figure out that I don't want his units retreating through this gap in my line to the right, so I have to get some folks over to the right to make sure he can't do that. Okay, it's the end of the phase, and no more units come onto the map on the north side. So what I have is what I have. That is just an unlucky die roll or random event that can happen, which again Pandakraut has fixed in his mod. And you will get all 60 units if you play Pandakraut's mod. And Pandakraut is slowly but systematically, which is what happens if you have a good modding community, fixing all of the many, many problems with Ultimate General Civil War that the devs didn't fix. Okay, I advanced, and there was a whole lot more strength there than I wanted to see, so I'm falling back. I'm having my long-range guns target his artillery unit in the open. We'll kill him. And in the meantime, my guys can take take the woods and just see what happens. And sure enough, we really attract a lot of attention. So except for the guys in the north, or in the south part of the map where I've captured their attention, he's going to now attack with everybody here. And I've been complaining that the AI has not been attacking. Well, now the AI decides to attack. What happens is the AI calculates if it has a chance of success. It's not as stupid as we think. And the reason the AI does not attack the positions I set up that are basically kill zones is because the AI calculates that they're basically kill zones. So here, the AI calculates rightly that he has a huge advantage, and he attacks. And he's very aggressive. So that actually is the right calculation. I'm significantly outnumbered. These are my weakest units. Some of them are only 1 star. All of his units are 2 star. I'm looking to see if he has any 3 stars. They look like they're all 2 stars. Yeah, my units are 1,000, and some of his units are 1,500. So there are 2 1,500s in the woods, and I have to push those guys out before I can sort of implement my plan. So yeah, meanwhile, to the south, my artillery is just blasting away at his artillery units that I can see. I want to kill them before I leave the woods. I'm letting my army recover, and also I don't want to push him any further to the north, everybody who's further to the south. But since once this attack kicked off in earnest, you can see that a lot of his guys decided to move to the north to aid in the defense. That's actually the smart move. He has a cav screen. You can see where that is, and that one artillery unit, I think that's his last one. Right? No, there might be another one. But anyway, he won't be there long because he's in the open and I have a lot of long-range guns. In the north, the attack has gone really, really well. Another unit just shattered. We're about to push him out of the woods, and once I can take the wood line and roll up all of my artillery, this is going to be sweet. This was exactly the plan. Get in the wood line, fire into anything in the open. A major general was wounded. Okay, he's not dead, so he's just wounded. We can live with that. He's a division commander, but that's okay. We can live with it. Wounded is not bad. So yeah, I sent 2 detached skirmishers to go up into this woods. I move cover to cover pretty much. So yeah, to fall on these guys and push them back toward the flag. I don't want them retreating to the south or any weird direction. I need them to just all kind of bottle up in a little clump so I can kill them all together. Don't want to be chasing down lost units. So my sniper is here. I have an infantry, 2 detached skirmishers, that should be enough. I have rolled up a line of infantry just to oppose his cav. I'll put them on run, and all I want them to do is fire at his cav if they move forward. Otherwise, my artillery will move up and tear them apart. So either way is perfectly fine. To my surprise, yeah, he's kind of abandoned the center of his defensive line. And there's some good cover right there. So I'm not ready to move forward yet, but I can see that's the next step, is to move forward. Specifically, what I'm looking at is if you take a look at the 2 victory locations, between them there's all kinds of cover, both to the north and to the south. And if my units to the north push south, they'll be in cover. There's a farm. His units will be divided into two groups. I can surround one group at a time and kill them. So yeah, and the first group to kill will be the group on the right. So that's what I'm thinking right now. And yeah, roll up the artillery and let's start getting this done. Okay, we've taken the wood line. It is 1450, almost 1500. We have until 1945. Yeah, I think that's his last artillery unit that is 100 and about 160, and it's dead. I think that's it. I think that's all. That's it. That means his position is now really hopeless. So yeah, the one thing that I am thinking at this point that I have to be aware of is that fallback is not working right, and I depend on fallback a lot to save my units. So I need to be very careful when I advance because I'm not going to be able to just retreat like I do when I think things are about to go badly. And the way I retreat when things are going badly is I just hit the fallback key. So yeah, I'm really being more careful about advancing at this point because I'm really having trouble with the fallback function. Okay, now his cav decides to attack. Good. Set all my guys to run. I'm just setting a detached skirmisher out slightly to the right, so um, kind of keep his guys moving around. Oh, I see his artillery rounds coming in when I have the detached skirmisher out. That guy's caused me a ton of losses, and I just hit pause and redirect all my artillery to fire at that guy. So he has 440, and that is definitely the end of his artillery. But that's okay. We're in really good position right now to kill his last artillery and then start chipping away at his guys inside the fortified area. So yeah, I'm just watching this. This is a complete disaster for him. He's going to roll up and just take infantry fire, and we can do this all day. I'm going to take some losses from his artillery, but my long-range guns are just tearing him apart. So yeah, that's about as fair an exchange as we can have. I'm going to wipe out his artillery and his cav, and in exchange he's going to kill a tiny number of infantry. So my sniper is still picking on his guy who's standing a little forward. My artillery is actually chipping away at all of his units. Actually, two of my artillery units to the north are hitting his artillery unit and then several of my units in the south. A 10-pounder, a 20-pound Parrot, um, the Whitworth. I mean, everyone's just shooting at this guy. He's not going to be long. He's not going to be around long. And I'm just waiting on his cav to die, which it is dying. Yep, that one's dead. And he just keeps rolling in to take shots from my infantry. And he's not doing all that much damage, even with his artillery. So definitely time to move the artillery as close as possible. On the north edge of the map, I'm absolutely sure that his last artillery unit is down to 180, one or two right now, and he's going to be dead very soon. So I can move my artillery forward. Okay, there I hit fall back, and it actually worked. Okay, that guy finally took enough shots from my sniper, I guess. Another cav unit is dead, and we're just picking on him. Yeah, and I think his artillery is dead. So he has one tiny cav unit of 100. Time to get everybody moving forward. We can safely do that now. He's going to put someone in that fortification. That's not going to go well. Yep, another cav unit shattered on the left. That guy's down to 270. He'll be dead next time he moves forward. I can probably just kill him with artillery. So yeah, let's move everybody forward just a tiny amount. Okay, this guy is 417. Where's he been hiding? Yeah, and I really want to keep a solid wall, so none of his cav can get behind my line and, you know, be a nuisance. So yep, that cav is dead. Okay, the time is now almost 1600. We have 3 hours and 45 minutes. And this is exactly where I wanted to be, except his army is much bigger than I wanted it to be, and I wanted to have 11 more units to the north of his line. If I had 11 more units, it would be exactly as I envisioned it. Most of my army is okay in size. Little smaller than I want them to be. There's a unit of 600, a unit of 500. I didn't want to see that. A unit of 800, almost 900 is fine. So yeah, units that are 900, 800 are okay. 700 is, you know, that's smaller than I particularly wanted. But yeah. So my units have taken a few hits, particularly first corps, a few more hits than necessary. But if I had 3 more infantry, 3,600 more men on the north flank, we'd be in a much stronger position. But we'll make do with what we have. The force in the north is about 1,000 per unit, and they are doing a great job. Okay, let's go ahead and clear everything on the far left and push him back into the victory location. Then we'll divide his forces in two. Roll the artillery up, let them blast away, do good work, because we're actually behind his fortification. I don't want to drive him out of the fortification. That's a perfectly fine area for him to die. And a lot of his units are very small. Like there's a unit that's 450. I hit him with a few dozen rounds of artillery. He'll shatter, or just run some infantry up and hit him pretty hard and he'll shatter. So the sniper is moving kind of behind his fortification to get as many shots as possible. He is not interested in getting close to my infantry that is in the wood line. And I'm going to have to push the attack and hit his position from the rear. Yeah, that guy that was like 400, yeah, I rolled my artillery up, hit him, he shattered, so he's dead. So let some of those guys on the left pretty much rest and recover. I'll send a couple of infantry and a gun or two on the far left. But mostly this is about now let's concentrate everybody and destroy the right. Yeah, I'm looking at that. The guy that's 991, I sent him too far forward. That is, yeah, I can see. Yeah, he's actually firing. He's way too close. So yeah, the idea was for him to not get that close. So yeah, we're going to take this clump of woods to the south and the clump of woods to the north, and he's going to be divided in half. Yeah, my guys shouldn't. Now on the right, that unit, I advanced too far to the north. That was just a miscalculation. I don't know right now that he's exchanging shots with the guy in the fortification. Yeah, I can see him in the video firing, but I didn't notice it. I thought I had him back further. Yeah, now I notice it. So, yeah, get out of there. That is not where you want to be. Have those good guys run. Okay, now everybody is where they need to be. An unnecessary 100 casualties, but everyone's now finally where they need to be. Okay, and effectively, he is cut in half. His position is now cut in half. I can push the artillery up as close as possible to the line to do as much damage as we possibly can. Occupy this area with lots of cover, and we can just start picking him apart. Yeah, we have the position. His position right now, he's going to die. I'm looking at the time. It's 1641. We have 3 hours. And there's no reason at all to be in a hurry. My artillery needs XP more than my infantry. My infantry is going to have plenty of XP to get the next promotion, which it does. My artillery, however, is those 1-star 10-pounders really need some XP, so they need some kills. So I don't mind taking an hour and just letting my artillery rack up kills. That's great. It's a great use of time. And also it weakens the enemy and increases my kill ratio. So all good things. Yeah, a lot of his units to the rear are very tiny right now, so we can kill those guys. And if I hit him front and rear with artillery and get him out of those fortified positions, like there's one guy routed, the only thing I have to be careful of is he doesn't route like hard south or hard south and to the right, which is, it looks like what he wants to do. Yeah, we need to not let that happen. So I don't want to push too hard on him because I don't want him to run. I want him to stay at the flag or as close to the flag as possible. Another unit shattered, and now I'm thinking, okay, we have to really do this smart, in a very smart way so that we get captures. So I don't think I have a single capture at this point. Keep degrading his units and look for a capture opportunity. So yeah, look, he wants to flee to the right. Okay, he's doing a recalculation. He's shifting back to the center. I can't push any harder on the northern part because it'll drive him to the south. I don't want that to happen. I'm hitting pause and telling all of my units to fire, especially my artillery, because my artillery will stop firing when he starts routing and flashing white. And, you know, one of the whole, pretty much the whole point is for my artillery to melt XP. Okay, he's starting to separate. So there's a guy to the north of 300, but unfortunately he's shattered. The guy that's 700 is definitely a target. Yeah, he's now separated from the rest of the group. We can pounce on him because he's far enough away. We can maybe get a capture. And these other two guys, they've taken enough hits. They should both surrender. So does the guy to the north surrender? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. He's taking shots from all directions. Oh, he shatters. Okay, these guys to the south. I'm having everybody charge. Even if he gets into melee with my artillery, that's not bad. Okay, got 2 captures. Now we hit the 1,000. We'll get 1,000 men. We will get 8,300 men for this battle. So, yeah, he attacked right into my artillery and infantry where I had him staged. That's great. For some reason, he has a supply wagon that thought it needed to run away. Okay, that works. I don't see anybody in the corner. I thought maybe you had someone over there. And it turns out my 24-pound howitzer needs ammo. Well, isn't that convenient for the enemy to be my quartermaster in this case? Give me the ammo I need. So yeah, first corps ammo wagon is empty, and so I had it exit the battlefield a long time ago. About this time, I checked the map. The 11 units I'm looking for, you can see on the strategic map, they're not there. The dots you see on the right side of the river are detached skirmishers, which are there to occupy visibility points, which I should, have had them move back to their parent unit. There's no reason for them to be there now. Third Corps only has 2 divisions. Yeah, it should have 3rd and 4th Division, which it does not. Second Corps has 3 divisions, which that's what it's supposed to have. And First Corps has 4 divisions. And that's with the bug. Even with the bug, you're still supposed to get 19 units in Third Corps. And I have 11. So, yeah, I didn't lose my mind. You can see it right there. And, but that's okay. 30,000 men attacking 60,000 looks like this. Yeah, and I'm obviously not at all concerned about the flag. I want to kill all of them. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not even, I mean, at this point, it's not even a thought. That's the whole point of, that's what's been driving me the whole time, is to get them all. So, to wipe out the entire army in front of me. That's what we're getting in position to do. It is now 1740. I have 2 hours. My artillery could do this by itself. But, yeah, we're going to advance with the infantry too, because there's a clump of woods we can take here and we can get into good cover, and it'll work just fine. So my units, some of them have pretty good strength. There's Stonewall, Iron, and Irish Brigade. Look at that. 3 very good units. They can advance, and it's appropriate that my named units are going to advance and drive the enemy out of the woods and secure not secure the victory location, just secure the woods. Be in a position of very good cover, give visibility for my artillery. I'm moving Third Corps around to my right north, to get on the enemy flank. And yeah, all that good artillery is moving over there, and I'm just going to wait until I get guys into position. Every second of this battle, my position gets better, and every second his position gets worse. So, yeah. Yeah, this little unit of 670 is going to retreat, and then I'm going to have all the cover, and he's going to be all in the open. So, yeah. My sniper is just racking up kills. Yeah, he has 2,400 kills right now, and he's going to get more. That guy just stands there. He's just going to get more free kills. So the guy who was 600 in the woods, he's now 480. And I'm going to push up my infantry and 2 24-pound howitzers at Tredegar. There's another 24-pound howitzer on the flank. So the only question is, which way is he going to retreat? Push all the artillery forward. Yep, there's a unit of 450. Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking right now is, let's just be very careful in case he decides to retreat and, the whole group run in some weird direction, that none of my units get overrun, because they'll do that. They'll just run right over top of your units. So for some reason he wants to go to the north edge of the map. Yeah, this is looking a little dangerous right here. So yeah, it looks like he's going to. Last thing I want is for my cav to get, in the path of any of this nonsense. So let's get the cav out of there. Let's mount him up and get him out of there. Yeah, he's in the open. So this is just academic at this point. It's how do I want to do this? I could just surround these guys and fire artillery, which would not be bad, but I would kind of like to get a few more captures. If I just fired him with artillery, I'm not going to get many more kills. But if I get captures, those will be subtracted from his manpower pool. And these guys are all easy captures. Also, if I charge into these guys, I will capture those 3 supply wagons, which would not be bad either. So, and his units are looking really fragile. Like there's a guy that's 450. If he survives, he'll be very likely to surrender. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't make it. So there's not much left. All of his units have now retreated several times. And I'm looking at the supply wagons and I'm thinking, okay, let's go ahead and just charge. And of course, his routed units instantly recover, and there's more of them than I think there are. And so he gets flanking shots on my guys. It doesn't do much damage, but that's pretty annoying. So, okay, I have my guys change direction, move to the north. We'll scarf up his 3 supply wagons, and yeah, we'll hit him with a whole bunch of units at one time. There's his unit of 500. He surrenders. That's what we want to see. His units are tiny. They should surrender. Yep, that guy shatters. That guy shatters. That guy shatters. Okay, those guys are done. Now, this guy, my Maynards, which I don't take very good care of. The Maynards never get a chance to rack up some XP. So what I'm going to do with him is we're just going to set this guy here and let him, I'm in good cover, I have plenty of ammo, let's just rack up a bunch of kills. We have 470, let's just rack up a couple hundred kills. So, yeah. It's very unusual for me to let my cav just rack up kills. So we're at 500. Okay, my sniper wants to get a few more kills. He only has 2,600 kills. Let him just get another 100 kills. That'd be nice. My Maynard is now at 540. This is great for him. I think he actually gets a star out of this. I think I get another unit perk by taking a moment just harvesting kills. 570. This is great. Can we get to 600? 600? Can we get there? We're very close. 590. Come on, you can make it. I believe in you. 600. Yes, he makes it to exactly 600. So, yeah, that's great. So, okay, I didn't take the flag, actually. So we go to camp. I mean, there's nothing there. There's nothing on the battlefield. Um, okay, I can just put somebody in there. Okay, somebody in here. Anybody will do. Any general? Okay, that looks great. One last unit. Okay. And I think about putting ammo into my ammo wagon, and then I just say heck with it. Nope, we're going to go in with 0 ammo. So, yeah, let there be 0 ammo. Okay, I have 30,000 men. And it says I hold the 2 victory locations. My army is here. Oh, and you look on the strategic map, and on the bar on the bottom, all 4 divisions of 3rd Corps did come in now. So, yeah, but not on day 1 like they were supposed to. Okay, 47,683 killed, lost 6,300 with medicine, 7.5 to 1. Yep, it was a good battle. A little unhappy that I only had 11 units come in. My first corps could have been, units could have been bigger. That would have been more fun. I would have enjoyed that. Almost 2,700 kills for the sniper, 2,500 kills for the CS, the Irish Brigade, 2,400 kills. Another CS unit got 1,900. 24-pound howitzers did great, closing in on 2,000. The James did as well. The Hero of Fredericksburg got a ton of kills, 1,600. 20-pound Parrots got 1,500. 24-pound howitzers, I guess they came in later. They got closer to 1,000. The Whitworths got 1,000. 10Ps got 1,000. I'm telling you, the 10Ps and the Whitworths do about the same damage, although the Whitworth was on the field longer than most of these 10-pound Parrots. Looking at the Tredegar, 700 kills. 24-pound howitzer, 630. My Maynard got 600, very unusual for my Cav. 3-pounders, or 3-inch, 10 Ord got 500. He wasn't in the battle very long. These guys down here were not in the battle very long. That was my 3rd Corps. So if you take a look at his units, artillery, yeah, big killer is artillery. So yeah, and then my units that did not show up. So that's what that is. Yeah, and when I saw this, I thought, what happened? And yeah, I put in mostly division commanders, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 2-star units, 2-star commanders, 2-star officers. A bunch of 10-pound Parrots, and we got a 20-pound Parrot. That's good. And yeah, he had 4,700 Harper's Ferries. I recovered 1,500 more. In between that and the CS Richmonds, I can re-equip. Well, it doesn't really work that way. Let's see, 8,300 men, counting the prisoners exchanged, 8,300. And I lost, what did I lose? 6,300. So yeah, that's good. And I can see I have 43,400 men in my manpower pool and 180,000 cash. And I started at 0, and I can see that I have 188,500, so I must have captured 8,500. Seems like I should have had more than that. So what probably happened is it just all poured into my ammo wagon. But look at my supply wagon, 37,500. That means by having my wagon retreat off the battlefield, I can now go to 70,000. I've never done that before. Way over 1,000 hours playing this game. I've always wanted it, and here we are. And I'm just ecstatically happy. Can I do it? No, I can't do it with those guys. 70,000. I have 2 ammo wagons in 1st Corps. It is cheating. Cheating, 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 like a big cheating cheater, and I don't care. I'm so happy to have 2 wagons. Yeah, the cost of weapons just went up in reputation. So, yeah, that's no good. But I have 57 reputation. I can spend, yeah. Yeah, I'm not happy with those prices. I might just, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So, during this battle, I really wanted 2 more points in reconnaissance, and I'm either going to take it in this battle, or right now, or I'm going to take it in the next couple of battles. But I'm going to get recon of 4. I have to have it. Yeah, a transfer of 42,700, and his manpower pool drops to 51 to 56, and actually his training actually dropped to 0.2. His training is down to, what is his training down to? 46 to 51. And his armory is 46 to 51. And that's real important on Legendary. It's real important anyway, but it's real important right now because there's a battle coming up where you do not want the armory to go up or the battle becomes a nightmare. It's the one where he gets either a bunch of skirmishers with crappy weapons, or if armory goes up, and Panderkraut talks about that in his battle. You don't want to face him with a bunch of Whitworths. So he has 82,891 and 214 guns for Chancellorsville right now. Hopefully we can knock that down a bit and we get some good die rolls in upcoming battles. And yeah, of course, that's nothing. It's not my army. So yeah, 43,000 plus whatever I have right here. And yeah, we're absolutely in good shape. The quality of the guys in the manpower pool is very, very high. And so I should be able to replace all of these losses without any difficulty for free. We have tons of weapons. I think I have, well, I know I have more weapons than I have more than men. I think I even have more rifles at this point than I have men. We're going to buy more. And right now I'm looking at, oh, did I mess up? Why did these 11 units not show up? And as you can see, these guys just didn't show up. I mean, yes, they showed up on the second day, but they didn't show up on the first day. And that's the thing that mattered. I guess I could have been more cautious on the first day and brought everybody in on the second day to do most of the heavy lifting. I don't know, but that shouldn't be even a question. So yeah, all these guys came in, and yeah, all these guys came in. You see, my Maynard got a unit perk. That's very nice. So yeah, all these guys came in. Everybody has in first corps, well, 20 units all have a second star. All those guys have a second star now, except for the last unit. Maybe I can give him a commander. First division all has 2 stars. Light infantry in second division all has 2 stars. And I think I can give some, maybe I can give some generals. No, it's not. Yeah, that guy didn't, he's the guy who didn't show up. So yeah, but all the infantry who showed up, as I said, they would get definitely their second star in this battle. So yeah, that all worked out. And yeah, now I have to go to camp and think about what I want to do for the next battle, which is I'm going to face that battlefield full of snipers before they get better weapons, which they will if I fiddle around. So yeah, that's the guy who did not show up. I think I figured out I have 73,000 men in my army at this point, counting the raw recruits, which are really veterans mostly veterans who got disbanded back into the manpower pool. Yeah, certainly lieutenant colonels is all I need to get my first unit star, maybe majors. I was able to create units with their first star. With the worst, with majors who had no command line at all. That I might not be able to do that now, I don't know. But certainly I have a ton of good officers. So yeah, of the guys who came in, it turns out if I give some of these guys good officers, they get a unit perk. So yeah, these guys will probably be dissolved. And then, although, look, I mean, if I give them a really good officer, they might get a unit perk. I don't know. I don't know. Part of me says dissolve them, disband them, and pour them into these units that are a bit undersized, because some of my 2-star units got shot up. So yeah, 1250 is the ideal unit size in my mind. So yeah. And I can even pour them into the artillery, so the artillery units don't lose a unit perk either. Or I could actually buy veterans. That could happen too. So yeah, actually, I don't know how many units you bring into Chancellorsville. I'm thinking about this. Do you bring in 2 cores or 3 cores to Chancellorsville? Um, yeah, I don't know the answer to that. So I have no idea what, um, after the battle with the snipers, I have no idea what happens. So yeah, I'm just double checking. I'm a little confused by this, why these numbers happened this way or the reason for it. And I actually go back and load up some previous games. I load up the battle I just fought and take a look to see if I missed anything. Nope, they're not hidden somewhere. They're not in the corner of the map. I looked all over the map. I loaded up the battle at the end, um, hit pause, looked all over the place. They're nowhere to be found. Just a weirdness, just a random weirdness. I even thought at one point maybe I got it backwards. Maybe it's the core on the north that only comes in with um, 11, and then the second core in the center comes in with all 19, but that's not right either. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the battle. It was fun to fight. I enjoyed it. I think it'll be even more fun with 60 units with Panda Kraut's mod, and yeah, I'll see you in camp.